Today's lesson is topic 7.1, arrays and multiplying two-digit numbers by multiples of 10. Our objective for today says that I will color and create an array to show how to multiply two-digit numbers by 10. Be sure to include the title in your notes. First of all, we are going to write down some vocabulary words that we'll be looking at using this unit. First one is an array. An array is a way to display objects in rows and columns. I do expect you to have all of these vocabulary words and definitions written down in your notes. Rectangle is a shape with four sides and all four right angles. Square is a shape with four equal sides and all four right angles. So the difference between a rectangle and a square is that a square has all equal sides and a rectangle will not have all equal sides. The problem that we're taking a look at today says that there are 10 teams in a baseball league. Each team has 25 players on the roster. Use any way you can to find how many players there are in all on the teams. Use place value blocks or a drawing to help. Well, what we're going to use is the grid paper that I had you glue in your notes. Using this grid paper, we're going to be coloring in a couple different colors. If you don't have any colors with you, just shade with your pencil. One way to solve this problem is to make an array. How many teams are in the league? Well, this is information I want you to write down in your notes as well, that there were 10 teams in the league and that there were 25 players on each team. Well, if we think about place value, how many 10s and 1s are in 25? When I look at the number 25, if I broke it apart, there are 5 1s and there's 2 groups of 10s. And I'm going to use that information to help me when I go to actually draw in my model. So in your notes, I want you to go ahead and we're going to create this array. Count down is what I went down. You can go across, your choice. Go down 10, and we're going to draw a line across. In that box, I have 10 going down, but then I'm going to have 10 going across. So I need to include my 10 going across. Your choice if you go up or down. So the first box I'm creating is this box I have right here. So this 10 by 10 one. So if I were to actually multiply the numbers together inside that box, I would be looking at 10 times 10. Well, I know that 1 times 1 is 1 with 2 zeros on the end. So there's 100 in that first part. Well, this next box is the exact same. So in your notes, you also need to include 10 going down, so 10 more, and then draw that line across. Because in that box will be another multiplication problem of 10 times 10, which equals 100. Now we are going to keep on going after we've drawn that line. I guess I should write down my problem here. 10 times 10, which would equal the same thing. Okay, and my next one, I'm going to shade a different color if you have one. But I'm going to continue counting, and I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this box, I have 10 going this way and 5 going this way, so this would be a 10 times 5. Well, 1 times 5 is 5 with a 0 on the end, giving me 50. So on your diagram, you should have all of these glued in using whatever colors you have available, or if you just have pencils, that's fine, as long as you are shading them in and drawing the lines across so that we can see your different multiplication problems. So I should have 10 times 10, 10 times 10, and 10 times 5 with all of your answers. Now, when I look at these boxes in my arrays, they show me how many groups I have of 10 and how many groups I have of 5, which is where I get my answer. These are all kind of like partial products. So I'm going to end up adding all those pieces together to give me my answer of 250 players. In your notes, I want you to draw your own models. Okay, this part could take you a little while, so I'm only going to ask you to do number 1 and number 2. Number 1 is the problem of 10 times 18, and number 2 is the problem of 20 times 15. I do want you to complete those and draw a diagram or an array that goes with them. Okay, if you want to draw your diagram and have it breaking apart, that will work as well.